I welcome you all to my class. I'm Miss Vandana Gupta, Assistant Professor of Mathematics. So we are we have started with Unit 2, that is interest and annuity. And in that simple interest, we have already completed. Compound interest also one or two lectures I've taken. Today we are going to solve the problems in which simple interest as well as compound interest both are involved, or and some more like uh, you can say more complicated problems. Okay, so as you know that simple interest and compound interest, what is the difference? In simple interest, the interest is always calculated on the initial principal. Okay, so if interest is calculated on the initial principal, we call it as a simple interest. And in compound interest, interest of any period is calculated on the amount of the previous year. And we have here the formula for the simple interest, that is PNR upon 100, and amount is calculated as P plus I. Principal plus interest gives you the amount. Amount is principal plus interest. Okay. Then we have also seen what is the amount when you are using the compound interest. So the amount is given by P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power n. Many a times we denote R upon 100 by I, which is the rate per rupee. Okay, so if I replace R by 100 by I, the same formula we can write as A equal to P into 1 plus I raised to power n. And compound interest is given by amount minus principal. So amount is this P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power n and minus principal. So when you subtract the principal from the amount, you will get the compound interest. The third formula is how will you calculate the compound interest for the kth period? So if you, as I told you before also, in compound interest, interest for any period is calculated on the amount of the previous year. So if you want to calculate the interest for the kth period, you have to see the previous year. Previous year matlab k minus 1th year. So amount on the k minus 1th year, you have to take the interest on that. So this is the amount on k minus 1th year. P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power k minus 1. On this amount, you are taking the interest. So interest rate is R. So you will multiply this amount by R upon 100. So this will give you the interest in the kth year. Okay. So these are the formula. And these problems we have solved in the last class. Very simple problems where in this formula of amount, there are 4 unknowns. If any 3 are given, you can find out the 4th one. So this type of problems we have seen in the last class. When P, R and N is given, how to find out the amount A and how to find out the compound interest. Similarly, we have seen the problems where A, P and N is given, how to find out the rate R. That also we have seen. And then if A, P and R is given, how to find out the period N. So these many problems we have done in the last class. Let us solve some more problems today. So we'll start with the problem. Number 7 it is, but for today's, it is the first problem. A particular sum of money amounts to rupees 6,29,563 in 4 years and rupees 5,20,300 in 2 years. Find the sum and the rate of compound interest. How will we solve this problem? So let us first of all, given any problem, write down what is given to you and what is asked to you. So what is given to you here? That a particular sum amounts to this much in 4 years. Means the amount is given to you as A is equal to 629,563, 6,29,563 when N is 4. Okay. And amount A is 5,20,300 when N is 2. So these two amounts are given to you. That amount is this much in 4 years and amount is this much in 2 years. And you have to find out what? So there are two amounts given to you. You may call it as A1 and A2. Okay. You have to find out what? You have to find out the principal and the rate of compound interest. So two things you have to calculate. In mathematics, whenever you want to find out the value of one variable, you must have one equation. If you want to find out the values of two variables, you must have two equations. So here, as we know, the formula for amount is A equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power n. So in this formula, I will first put A equal to this much when n is 4. So n is 4 and A is 629,563. So I'm writing it in the other slide. So let us put the value of A as 629,563 and n as 4. I'll get the first equation. See what I've done? I put the value of A as 6,29,563. P I don't know, so I'll keep P as it is. R also I don't know, I'll keep as it is. And N I will keep as 4. So I'll get 629,563 equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power 4. I'll call it as equation 1. Now the second one. The amount, keep the value of amount as 5,20,300 and this is for n equal to 2. So put n equal to 2 and A equal to 5,20,300. You keep as it is and n is 2. This you get as another equation, call it as 2. So you've got two equations and you have to find out the values of two unknowns P and R. Let us see how we calculate the values. What we are going to do, divide the first equation by the second equation. So what I'm writing here, 1 divided by 2 gives me what? Okay. So what you have to do, divide the left hand side by the left hand side and right hand side by the right hand side. So the left hand side is 629,563 divided by 520,300, 5,20,300, and the right hand side is P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power 4, and here P into 1 plus R upon 100 square. Okay, so the left hand side 6,29,563 divided by 5,20,300 gives me 1.21. Okay, and here P and P will get cancelled and I will get 1 plus R upon 100. See, here the power is 4 and this with the same base the power here is 2. So if the base is same and there is a division, then the powers get subtracted. So I'll get 4 minus 2, that is 2. So which formula I'm applying here? X raised to m divided by x raised to n. The base is same and there is a division. So what will happen to the power? Power will be subtracted. X equal to x raised to power m minus n. Okay. So 1 plus r upon 100. The power here is 4. Here it is 2. So 4 minus 2 will give me this. So therefore, what is the value of 1 plus r upon 100? It will be the square root of 1.21. Okay. 1 plus r upon 100 square is this much. Okay. So 1 plus, see it is like this. If x square is say 25. So how do you get the value of x? It is the square root of 25. That is 5. Same thing I'm using here. Square of this number is 1.21. So what is 1 plus r upon 100? It is the square root of 1.21. Okay. So calculate the square root of 1.21. So what will you get? That gives you 1.1. So here you are getting 1.1. That means what you have got? 1 plus r upon 100 is 1.1. So we got 1 plus r upon 100 equal to 1.1. What will be the value of, therefore, what is r upon 100? Shift the number 1 to the other side. So you will get 1.1 minus 1, which is 0.1. So r upon 100 is 0.1. So what will be the value of r? It will be 100 into 0.1, which is 10. So you got the rate of interest as 10% per annum. Okay. So you got the value of r. Now you have to find out the value of P. So you can put the value of R in any one of the equations. So let us put the value of R in the equation number 1. So put R equal to 10 in equation 1. What is your equation 1? 6,29,563 equal to P into 1 plus R is 10. We got the value of R raised to power 4. Okay, this is the equation 4. Equation 1. Put R equal to 10 in that. So we have done that. So this is equal to P into 1 plus 10 upon 100 is 0.1 raised to power 4. So this is P into 1.1 raised to power 4. Now what is 1.1 raised to power 4? That gives you 1.4641. And the left hand side is 6,29,563. So what will be the value of P? You will divide the left hand side by 1.4641. So when you divide this by 1.4641, you will get divided by 6,29,563 divided by 1.4641. That gives you 4,30,000. 4,30,000. So that means your principal is 4,30,000 and R is 10%. Okay. Therefore, in this, see, we got both the values of value of P as well as R. Okay. So let us write down. P is, therefore principal is, final answer. Therefore, principal is 4,30,000 and rate of interest R is 10% per annum. Okay. So in this problem, there were two equations and we have solved those two equations. Let us go for the next one. The difference between simple interest and compound interest on a sum for 4 years at 10% per annum is rupees 1025.60. Find the principal amount. In this problem, what is given to you? Read the question correctly. Properly. The difference between simple and compound interest on a certain sum. So that sum you are not given. You have to find out that sum. So you have to find out the principal amount. So this is what it is, the difference between simple and compound interest. So let us write down what is given to you. What is given to you here? You are given the difference between simple and compound. As you know that compound interest is always more than simple interest. So you are given here that compound interest minus simple interest, that difference is 1025.60. This is given to you. And what is the number of years? It is 4 and R is 10%. And what is asked to you? You are asked to find out the principal amount. For what principal the difference between compound and simple interest will become 1025.60. So we will first find out the simple interest, then we'll find out the compound interest, and then we'll take the difference of compound interest and simple interest, equate it to 1025.60 and solve that equation for P. So let us first find out the simple interest. You know what is the formula to calculate the simple interest? P into N into R divided by 100. In this, you are not given P's. P you have to find out. So keep P as it is. N is given to you as 4. R is given to you as 10 divided by 100. So it is 40 upon 100. That is nothing but 0.4 and this is P. So we have got the simple interest as 0.4 P. Let us now find out the compound interest. You know what is compound interest? In compound interest, we first calculate the amount, correct? So compound interest is amount minus principal. What is amount? P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power N This is the amount. From this, when you subtract P, you will get the compound interest. So let us put the values. P you are not given, so you will keep P as it is. 1 plus R is 10, 10 upon 100, N is 4 raised to power 4 and minus P. Okay, solve this. So it is P into 10 upon 100. 10 upon 100 is 0.1. And when you add it to 1, you will get 1.1 raised to power 4 minus P. That gives you, what is 1.1 raised to power 4? That gives you 1.4641. So this is 1.4641 P minus P. Okay. So this is 1.4641 P and this is minus P. There is no number written here. So the coefficient is 1 here. If no number is written, that means it is 1. It is actually 1.4641. 4641 minus 1, correct? So this will give you 0.4641 P. Okay. 1.4641 minus 1 here. So minus 1 will give you this one. So compound interest, how much you got? Therefore, you got compound interest as 0.4641 P and this is the simple interest, correct? Now what is given to you here? That compound interest minus simple interest is this much. So let us put the value of compound interest and simple interest here and solve that equation. So we'll continue here. So compound interest is 0.4641 P. 0.4641 P. This is compound interest. And how much was simple interest? 0.4 P minus 0.4 P. This is equal to 1025.60. 1025.60. Okay. See here. Compound interest minus simple interest is 1025.60. Compound interest we got this much, 0.4641 P and simple interest 0.4 P. So we got this. Okay. Now simplify this. 0.4641 P minus 0.4 P will give you 0.0641 P. This is equal to 1025.60. So how will you find the value of P? You will divide the right hand side, that is 1025.60 by 0.0641. See how much you are getting. So 1025.60 divided by 0.0641, that will give you 16,000. Therefore, what is the principal amount? Therefore, the principal sum is rupees 16,000. This is the answer. Okay. So you have found out the principal. So in this question, we have applied the formula for simple interest as well as compound interest. First, we calculated the simple interest, then compound interest, and then the difference is already given to you. So just put the values of compound interest and simple interest and simplify that equation to find the value of principal. I hope you have understood this. Let us move to the next problem. See here, the simple interest at 10% per annum for 4 years on a certain sum is rupees 800. That is given to you, that the simple interest on a certain principal is 800. Find the compound interest on the same principal, on the same sum at the same rate for the same period. Okay, so let us see that. First, write down what is given to you here. What is given to you in this problem? The simple interest at this 10% rate and for 4 years on a certain sum. So that principal sum is not given to you. Simple interest on that sum is 800. So you are given here that simple interest is 800. Okay. When the rate of interest is 10 and n is 4, but you are not given principal. So you will first find out the principal. Okay, that is our first step. Then find the compound interest on the same sum, is the principal what you will get here. you have to find out the compound interest on that principal with the same rate and same years, same period. Okay. So first of all, we will apply the formula of simple interest, that is P into N into R upon 100. And in this formula, you are given the simple interest as 800, R is given as 10, N is given as 4. So you put the values and find the value of P. So simple interest is given to you as 800. P you are not given, so put as it is. N is 4, R is 10. Okay. So what you will get? Therefore, P into 4 into 10 divided by 100 P. So 40 upon 100, that is 0.4. So 0.4 P is 800. So how will you find out the value of P? P will be 800 divided by 0.4. 800 divided by 0.4 is equal to 2000. So you got the principal as 2000. Okay. Now on this principal, you have to find the compound interest. Find the compound interest on the same sum which we have obtained here. Okay. With the same rate, and so I will do it here itself. Now we will find out the compound interest. Now we'll find out the compound interest on rupees 20,000. Okay, with the same rate and same. So what is the compound interest? You know what is the formula for compound interest? It is amount minus principal, correct? So amount how much? P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power N minus principal. So here we got the principal, 20,000 is our principal. So this is 20,000 into 1 plus R is how much? 10. 10 upon 100. N is 4 minus P. Okay. So it is nothing but 20,000. 1.1 raised to power 4 minus 20,000. P is 20,000. Find out 20,000 into 1.1 raised to power 4 is how much? That is 1.4641. So multiplied by 20,000. So you will get 29,000. 20,000 multiplied by 1.4641. That gives you 29,282 minus 20,000. That will give you 9,282. That means this is the compound interest. Okay, on the same principal 2,000. So you can check here that the simple interest was 800. Oh, wait a minute. I think we did some mistake. Wait a minute. 20,000. No, it is 2,000. It's not 20,000. Correct? So just, if it's not, principal is 2,000. 800 divided by 0.4. It is 2,000. So let us make the correction. This is, the principal is 2,000. So this is 1 0 has gone from here, 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 and here also. Okay. So by mistake, I've written that. So principal is actually 2,000. So now we can do this. So 1.4641. It is 2,928.2. Okay. And minus 2,000. So that will give you 928.2. So this is the compound interest. Okay. So the simple interest was 800, but on the same principal 2,000, the compound interest with the same rate and for the same period comes out to be 928.2. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Let us move to the next problem now. See, find the difference between simple interest and compound interest on rupees 12,000 for 4 years at 7% per annum. In this problem, you have to find out the difference between simple and compound interest on this principle. So find out the, first of all, write down what are the things given to you. Okay. So here you are given the principal as 12,000, N as 4, and R as 7. Okay. And what you have to find out? The difference between simple and compound interest. So you have to find out compound interest minus simple interest. You know that compound interest is always more than simple interest. You have to find out this difference. So first of all, we'll find out the simple interest. You know the formula for simple interest, P and R upon 100. Put the value of P, it is 12,000, N as 4 and R as 7 divided by 100. So how much you will get? 12,000 into 4 into 7. Okay, divided by 100. So this is 3,360. So this is the simple interest you got. Okay. Now let us find out the compound interest. What is compound interest? It is amount minus principal. You know what is amount? It is P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power 4, I mean N, raised to power N minus P. Okay. So P is how much? It is 12,000. 12,000 into 1 plus R is 7. 7 upon 100 raised to power N. N is 4. And from this amount, you will subtract the principal, that is 12,000. Okay. This is 12,000. 7 upon 100 is 0.7. So you will get here 1.07 raised to power 4 minus 12,000. Now 1.07 raised to power 4, you can calculate. That is coming as 1.31079,601. You can write all the digits because you are using the calculator. Multiply by 12,000 will give you. So this is 15,729.55. I'm taking 2 decimal places here because with the final one. So that gives me 3,729.55. So this is the compound interest I got. Okay. So simple interest was 3,360 and compound interest got as 3,729.55. What do you have to find out here? The difference between simple and compound interest. So therefore, difference is between simple interest and compound interest is compound interest minus simple interest. What is compound interest we got here? 3,729.55. And what is simple interest we got? 3,360. 3,360. So that gives you 3,729.55 minus 3,360. That gives you 369.55. This is the answer. Okay. So the difference between compound interest and simple interest we got as 369.55. So this was also a very straightforward problem. You have to find out the simple interest, the compound interest, and then took the difference. Let us take the next problem. A sum amounts to rupees 46,305 after 3 years at 5% per annum compound interest. What will it amount to if simple interest is used? So, what is given to you in this? If sum amounts to this much, that means this is what? It is the value of accumulated amount. So, amount is given to you as 46,305 after 3 years. This N is 3 and R is 5. Okay. And you have to find out the principal. Okay. A sum, that sum you have to find out. That means the principal you have to find out. A sum amounts to this much. So this is the value of A. N is 3, R is 5. Find out the value of P. And then what will it amount to if simple interest is used? Agar you are using simple interest, then what will be the amount on that principal? So first of all, we will find out the value of P by using the formula of amount in compound interest. So in compound interest, the formula for amount is given by A equal to 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power P. Put the value of A as 46,305. P you have to calculate, so just keep it as it is. R is 5, so 1 plus 5 upon 100 raised to power 3. This will give you 1.05 raised to power 3. What is 1.05 raised to power 3? So 1.05 raised to power 3 is equal to 1.157625. Okay. So from here, and the left hand side is 46,305. So from here, you can find out the value of P as 46,305 divided by 1.157625. So 46,305 divided by 1.157625, that gives you 40,000. That means the principal is 40,000. We got the value of principal as 40,000. Now, if the principal is this, what will it amount to if simple interest is used? So we will find out the amount if simple interest is used on this principal. Okay. So what is the amount in simple interest? Amount on rupees 40,000 if simple interest is used. Simple interest is used. What will be the amount? You know, amount is what? Principal plus simple interest, correct? If you are using the simple interest, you know the formula for simple interest, it is P and R upon 100. So put the value of P. P is 40,000. P is 40,000. N is how much? 3 and R is 5. N is 3, R is 5. Solve this. You will get the amount when simple interest is used. Okay, so this is 40,000. 6,000 plus 40,000 plus 6,000 gives you 46,000. So the amount on the same principal when simple interest is used is 46,000. So this is your answer. Okay. Look at here. The amount, if compound interest was used, amount was 46,305. Okay, and on the same principle, when you use simple interest, amount is less, 46,000 only. Okay. I think one last problem I will take. A sum of rupees 63,000 is invested in a fixed deposit, giving 10% per annum compound interest. Find the interest in the 4th year. This is very simple problem. And so interest in the 4th year is what? Interest in the 4th year will be equal to interest on amount of third year. Correct? So what is the amount of third year? Amount after third year. How do you calculate? P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power n will be 3, correct? In the third year, if is the amount. So what will be the interest in the fourth year? Interest in the fourth year will be the interest on this amount. So P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power 3. Interest in the previous year, the third year. Means third year. On this amount, the interest. So interest is R. So R upon 100. Just put the values. P is 63,000. 1 plus R is 10. 10 upon 100 raised to power 3 into R is 10. So 10 upon 100. It is 63,000. 1.1 raised to power 3 into 0.1. Calculate this. So you get 8,385.3. So 8,385 rupees and 30 paise. This is the answer. So this much is the interest in the fourth year. Interest in the fourth year is calculated on the amount of the third year. So interest is R. R upon 100 multiplied by the amount of the third year is this much. Okay. So just put the values and you will get the answer. So here actually, you don't even have to by heart the formula. If you have understood the concept, then you need not have to by heart the formula, and you will simply apply your logic and you will get the answer. Okay. So here actually what we have done is we have applied this formula. Interest in the kth period. See here. This I have given you. The compound interest for kth period is amount of the k minus 1 period, and on that amount the interest. So into R upon 100. So that is what I have applied here in this one. Okay. The last one. Okay. So we'll wind up here. So today we have actually taken the problems on where simple interest as well as compound interest were involved. So thank you all.